Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Average Joe Show. My name is Joe. I'm here to talk to you today about Long Island audits. They're in Tennessee in this particular video. It looks like they're auditing a city hall, and it also looks like that there is a SWAT team doing a closed combat exercise involved as well. So this should get pretty good. Let's take a look.
Today we're at the City Hall here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect.
You know, everything he said sounds so good. It sounds like he's doing a good thing, but it's always the way they go about it. So let's see if he goes about it respectfully and therefore gets respect, or if he goes about it like a little child and does not get respect.
Let's get into it. So the first floor, we have administration, city manager, mayor, council chambers, communications, human resources, legal, purchasing, risk management, tax and finance. This is the finance and tax department over here.
Yes.
There goes our friendly reminder that they are always recording us.
So does he have a big brother complex where he believes that, you know, Illuminati runs things? Is he a conspiracy theorist? I really want to know.
Even though they always have a problem with us recording them, just to keep them transparent. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you? Are you taking pictures?
Yeah.
Videoing without, did you get permission to do that?
Whose permission would I need?
You had to get the mayor and, you're taking people's pictures and they don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm only taking pictures in public. That's all I'm doing.
Of
the building.
Well, you have people sitting there. Usually we're notified when people are in here taking pictures. And
Oh yeah, no, I'm just coming in taking pictures in public. That's all. I'm not trying to get anybody
okay.
individually.
One of my ladies was like, "This man is out there taking pictures of us." And
Yeah, I mean, you could let her know that she works in a public building and
Yeah,
she's
she's
a public employee.
We know that we're public employees.
Yeah, and in a public building, there's no expectation of privacy. For example, there's a camera right above your head.
Oh,
Okay, so no expectation of privacy in public. Everybody knows that. You're in a public building. I should say you're in a public accessible area of the building. And I have a feeling that those officers are going to come in handy pretty soon. He's already taken video without anybody's, consent, and they don't want to be videoed, and he doesn't have the proper permission to be videoing. Let's keep that in mind as well. You have to have permission. From what I understood from her saying, the mayor or the mayor's office.
So you know where I would do an open records request for the city?
An open records request? Like,
Yeah.
Regarding like what?
Like
What department? Or
yeah, as far as like for it would be human resources, more the salary of. I'm looking to get like the salary of all the city employees. And,
Oh, you can actually go. There's a website. It's called Gov. Shoot, man, I can't think of the name of it. But there's literally a website, and you can click on each position, and it tells you their salary because it's all public knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know how do you get to it. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Do you know if you have like a city clerk or something like that who can point me in the right direction, how to get that information?
Okay, so my biggest question is, why does he need that information in the first place? This is Long Island audits, and he's in Tennessee. He's far away from home. So unless he's doing a quote-unquote story on the difference in pay from state to state, then that's the only reason he should need that, right? I mean, come on.
We're gonna wait for Joshua over here. So This woman over here, she's talking to the police officer, and I assume he's explaining to her that I have a right to film in public, so that's a good thing, because she seemed overly concerned when I talked to her before. So, I don't understand.
It's a profound statement that you admit that you do not understand. It's great that you'll admit that, sir.
Joshua?
Yes.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm just looking to do an open records request.
Okay. So this is the form. Is there a pin out there? I don't see one. You got a copy of your Tennessee driver's license?
Oh, I have to show a driver's license?
Yes.
I've read the law. The law doesn't state that I have to show a driver's license to do an open records request.
Okay. You read the Tennessee annotated code?
Yeah, I've read the the records law
For Tennessee?
For Tennessee, and it doesn't say anything about showing a driver's license.
Okay, it does, and I believe it references there which TCA code.
So why do they harp so much on the ID? I don't think it's such a big deal for an officer to ask for an ID, or for people in a public office to ask for a ID, specifically a Tennessee ID. And I'm looking. We're going to wait and see if they do accept his Long Island ID if he does give it up. I don't think he's going to give it up though.
I don't see anything.
Let me see.
Anything there requiring a driver's license. I don't carry a license on me.
Okay. So it's that TCA code right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the documentation I have that expounds upon that.
Okay, yeah, if you could show that to me, that'd be great. How you doing?
So there is the city's public records policy, and that's the TCA code right there
Mm-hmm.
that we determine our authority from.
Okay, can you show me where it says I have to provide a driver's license?
Screw it back.
So I don't have to read the whole thing. We waste our time here.
What was that last part?
I said just so I don't have to read the whole thing. We waste our time here. If you could just show me where it says I have to provide a driver's license.
All right, under Part 3, subsection C, Part 1.
Public Records Request Coordinator is responsible for determining whether the requester has provided proof of Tennessee citizenship.
So it can be a driver's license, a handgun carry permit,
Yeah.
proof of residency.
No,
in the
well,
Tennessee.
yeah, no. I've read the law. The law states that if
Quite obvious, sir, that you have not read the law, because if you had read the law, then you would have read that you need a valid Tennessee driver's license or proof of residency in Tennessee. I don't think you're obliged to that information unless you're from Tennessee.
this might be your policy and interpretation of the law, but the state law says that only residents of Tennessee have a right to the public records, but you can provide public records. I'm an independent journalist. That's why I'm asking you for records. So I'm not a citizen of Tennessee. So I might not have a right to, but you still have the ability to provide the public records. Are you denying those public records that I want to
If
request?
you want to fill out a form, we will follow our public records policy, and we'll either approve or deny it based on that.
Okay. So is it your policy? Is it your policy
That's our
to?
policy right there.
Quite obvious, sir, that you have not read the law, because if you had read the law, then you would have read that you need a valid Tennessee driver's license or proof of residency in Tennessee. I don't think you're obliged to that information unless you're from Tennessee.
So I'm just asking you: is it your policy that only citizens of Tennessee will receive public records?
Our policy is listed right there, and so we'll follow that policy.
Yeah, it doesn't say that though. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just saying it doesn't say that I need to be a resident to receive records. It says that you would need to identify if I'm resident or not.
To provide you records, yes.
Yes. So there's a state law that I have right here.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call an epic fail. He fails. It's okay. We got some more footage. We're going to go next to the SWAT footage. I'm very interested to get into that. So let's go.
You too. All right, guys. So before we get out of here, let's take a look around the parking lot. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Got something going on? Oh, you guys looking like a military, looking like military.
Yeah. Oh, we're just training.
Oh, just training? Cool. So we got a bunch of sheriff's deputies over here dressed in military equipment. Apparently they're doing some training. I don't know if he's whistling for me, but I'm not a dog, so yeah, apparently he was. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Are you a sheriff's deputy?
I am. Can I help you?
Can I get your name?
No.
No, I can't get your name.
We're doing some closed training, okay?
Closed training
Yes, sir.
in public?
We're doing some closed training, all right?
Closed training in public.
Yes. We're doing some closed training.
Why do these guys always belabor the question? They continually just repeat and regurgitate the same question, thinking they're going to get a different answer or what? I'm so stupid.
Okay, can I get your name?
Not at this moment, no.
Why would that be? Is it not your policy to identify yourself?
Look, friend, we're trying to do some training, okay?
I understand that.
Here?
I'm just trying to ask you what your name is,
Why are
so I
you
know
here?
who I'm talking to.
Why are you here?
Can I get your name, deputy?
Why are you here?
Can I get your name, or can I speak to a
Why
supervisor?
are you? My supervisor's over there.
Your supervisor's over here?
My name is Sergeant Hooker.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know was your name.
And
That's
I
it.
would like to know what you're doing and why you're here.
I'm taking some pictures and video.
Okay, why?
I don't want to. I have a right to. Just taking some pictures and
You heard it. He admitted it. He does not have permission.
video in public.
Why are you doing that?
Why am I doing it? I just told you. I have a right to. I just told you I have a right to.
Why are you being antagonistic?
Why are you dressed in military gear?
Not just the military gear. The
Looks
small
like it.
enforcement gear.
When do you ever need that kind of stuff? Are you part of SWAT?
You would be surprised.
When would you ever need a vehicle like that?
To rescue people. That's why it says
To rescue-
on the side of it.
Rescue people?
Yeah, we rescued more than one.
Okay, great. That's good.
All right.
That's pretty good. I don't see why you guys would need all that unless you're part of SWAT.
Sam?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, how?
Now I realize, well, I hope anyway, that he's just playing dumb. Why would a cop need that? Have they watched the show SWAT? Those guys get in the shit, man. It's a war zone out there in some places. You know, you never know what you're going to need until you need it.
How you doing, Lieutenant Kaufman?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you doing?
Just taking some pictures and video.
Okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
Nothing.
Nothing? Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. No, can I just get your name and badge number?
For what?
Just so I know who I'm speaking to.
It's Officer Todd. It's written right there.
Officer Todd?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you need?
Oh, nothing. I don't need anything.
Filming for a newscast or what you doing?
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video in public.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. It's within your right, but just wondering why you're out here.
Yeah, no, just taking some pictures and video.
Okay.
That's it.
I understand.
That's all. Looks like they got some training operation going on here.
I don't know. It could be.
Apparently they're doing some training exercises here. All right, well, right next to the city hall, they tried to get the police department here to make contact with me, and but he apparently knows that it's my right to film in public.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Long Island Audits in Tennessee failing to get anything done. He wasn't very harassing, I will say, for his part. But he's still, and though I wish, oh, do I wish he would have walked away in some handcuffs of some variety just for being a public nuisance and wasting people's time. But unfortunately, you know what? These guys are getting smarter. They're starting to back off more so they don't get arrested as much. I think it's definitely hitting them in the pocket, and you can tell. Um, like I said, it's getting very harder and harder to find instances where these guys take it to that level anymore. Anyway, if you enjoyed the show, please leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy any of my other content. I do hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.